Hey guys, it's Jordan here. In the past, I spent my days dancing on cars with umbrellas. But now I run the Tiny Housewife YouTube and blog. Today I wanted to look at the available sunlight in Washington for the next coming months, and I wanted to look at our power consumption needs more in depth and ask a few questions to our more seasoned solanaires. Because an off-grid system can pack quite a hefty price punch, it was important for us to reduce the amount of electrical needs we had in the tiny bus. For this reason, a lot of our items are hand-powered, such as a hand-pump sink and a hand-pump shower. Yesterday when I was calculating our energy needs, I found out the rope light we were planning to use in our bus was going to take 60 watts of power. So I enlisted some advice from Kermit on one of our Google Plus off-grid communities, and he told me to look up 10-watt floodlights that are 12 volt. And so I did look up 10-watt, 12-volt floodlights, and I found a decent one that was right here in the US that would get to me pretty soon. So although it's advertised as 10-watt, it says it may take up to 12 watts of power. But that's fine. That's a lot better than our 60-watt alternative. So thanks a lot, Kermit, for your advice. You definitely really saved the day for us. The current laptop we use takes 65 watts of energy. We've really extended our time with this laptop by having Justin Frankenstein different pieces into it and onto it to help it to keep on working, but it's been on the discussion plate to get a new one for a while. And now with the 12-volt system, it's quickly becoming easier to make the decision. We're looking at our options for computers, and I would love your guys' advice. The one I looked at most recently takes 40 watts. It's this one right here. So let's assume we get a 40-watt laptop, and our fridge uses 30 watts, and our light uses 12 watts. We plan to use the 12-watt light at most 4 hours a day, 2 hours to do a vlog video, and another 2 hours at night to make dinner, eat dinner, and do the dishes from dinner. We plan to use the laptop 8 hours a day, 4 hours for me during the day, and 4 hours for us during the evening to watch a few movies while we're settling into bed. I think I made an overestimating safe bet to estimate that the fridge would be on for 18 hours a day. We'll have it obviously always plugged in to keep our food good, but my assumption is that it's not constantly running, and I certainly don't hear it run very often through the day. Based on these numbers, we will have about 3 hours of sunlight in February. I punched into the Renogy solar calculator that we'd be using our fridge for 18 hours, our laptop for 8, and our light for 4, based on 3 hours of sunlight. It said I needed at least a minimum of a 302-watt system, but it recommended having one over 330 watts. And it recommended that I have a battery 152 amp hours. So as you know, I have 360 watts of solar and a battery bank that claims 205 amp hour capacity, but was advertised at 180 amp hour for the battery. Of course, this is just an estimate, and our panels won't be mounted in the most efficient way, being that they're the flexible, discrete panels that are going to be mounted flush on top of our bus. And that's why we have the generator for just in case. Come March, the available sunlight goes up to 5 hours, and it continues up till 10 in July, and then it starts to slowly go down, and then in October the sunlight's down to 4 hours, and it kind of quickly goes down from there all the way to 2 hours in December and January. So those months might be tough for us. I'd like to enlist your guys' advice on choosing an inverter, maybe some good options you know of, and we're thinking that 100-watt inverter is the most we need. We don't want to have a lot of waste with this inverter since it will also be drawing power from our system. So please give me your advice on this. To the experienced solanaires, I appreciate all your advice and I look forward to getting more of it. It's really, really, really helpful. And to the novices or people that are getting started on their solar setups now, I hope this was either inspiring, insightful, or just interesting for you. If you like videos like this, please like and subscribe and check out my other YouTube videos and check out my blog. It's tinyhousewife.blogspot.com.